was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up second and
at the 23, it's second and 12. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Humphreys. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Brings up.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
It really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it off. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 24-yard line.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ronald Jones.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Complete to Ronald Jones.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Panther 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Number 30 on the carry.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
For the 1st quarter, with the score Cardinals 8, Panthers 0.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. From the gun, Winston. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Carolina.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 35-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Panthers 7.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Get off the field. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, the quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. We'll call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll go again to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
Carolina.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Winston's pass.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Tackle made at the
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Panthers.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Or the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
the ball carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Stephon Tuitt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Zerline's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Trailing, it's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston rolling to his left. Looking downfield for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Cardinals 17.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jared Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan.